Everybody, I took the Chrysler out for a drive, but I drove it up to the store and back, put some gas in it, and they felt perfect. One of the things I remembered was that I never did put the seat belts back in it after I took them out to get the seats redone. But I'm not going to do any of that stuff now. And there's a kind of a list of things that are good to do to that car. But the nice thing about that car is, as it sits right now, you can just jump in it and drive it, turn the key, go wherever you want to go. I don't have any concerns about anything breaking down. I do have a front end alignment scheduled for Tuesday, and then after that I'll probably be tucking her away, throw some whatchamacallit, some seafoam in the gas tank and tuck that away for the winter. And today I'm going to restart my garage cleanup and start remaking order. One of the things I was thinking about the other day was that I've got all these things, and all these things are full of nuts, bolts, tools, various and sundry different articles of interest, especially when you're doing little projects like hanging, brake light switches under a dash and things like that. But they take up a lot of space, and they also kind of take over the garage after a while, because a lot of the stuff sitting around here is stuff like that. Now, I was trying to think what would be my most efficient way of saving that stuff, because it is good stuff. It's not junk. I mean, if you start looking through this stuff, these are clamps, these are gauges, nuts, bolts of different sizes and shape. Those are pins. Those aren't pins. My pins are up yonder. Those are for one of those brad guns. So there's a lot of good stuff here. Having said that, it all needs to be organized someplace, and I've kind of got a big empty spot right back there. See where that window is? So there's really nothing back there. I think there might be a bag of rope sitting on the floor, and I was thinking that'd be a great place to set some shelves. And so I actually spent more money than I've ever spent on stuff like this before, but I ordered a set of garage containers that I can put that kind of stuff in. So what I'm going to be doing today is cleaning up from my mess from working on the Chrysler and reorganizing the garage using those containers, which hopefully will help me get all this stuff off that back shelf. A lot of that is specific to the Crosley and things like that. But get that stuff organized, get this stuff organized, possibly get this stuff organized. I'm going to be moving my welders back up to there and moving that table out. So I got a good bit to do, and I'm not going to make movies of me running around the garage doing it like I sometimes do, just because I feel like y'all get tired of watching that stuff. What I'm going to do is just shut it off, do a little work. I'll come back to it and we'll shut it back on, and we'll take a look at where we're at and go from there. Okay? Okay. I think this is going to keep me busy for a little while. This seems like a lot of, well, I know I'm setting up a bunch of shelves, so there's going to be a lot of nuts and bolts things. So I'm going to turn the camera off while I, there's my new cabinets. You can tell there's going to be lots of screws and nuts and bolts. I was thinking that red table would be the perfect thing to kind of work with, put all my stuff on that and get set up somewhere. I went ahead and cleaned out the mess here. I'm going to sweep all of this, and I'm going to take my welders and put them right back where they were up there after I get that all cleaned out. But before I do that, I'm going to have a little fun. There's a guy that works down at the dump. He's got an old Dodge pickup truck, and every time I go down there we talk about antique cars and Mopars, and he's got the same engine in his truck I got in my Chrysler. And I told him as soon as I got it done I was going to drive it to the dump, so I think that's just what I'm going to do. I'm going to take all this cardboard and put it in the trunk, and bag up my garbage and stuff, and just make a quick little dump run. That'll give me a chance to kind of touch base with him a little bit, and then we'll come back and get back to work creating order in here. By the way, these are my new containers that are going to go in the shelves. There's 60 of them, so that should allow me to get a whole lot of stuff organized around here. I'm going to go to a little effort as I'm doing that and try and put things in such a way where they'll be sort of easy to locate in the future, and of course that'll all help everything to go well in the future.